I'm Kate Bates, President and CEO of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce, and on behalf of the Chamber, welcome to our 2018 Young Entrepreneurs Academy Investor Panel. Tonight, our aspiring entrepreneurs will take the stage to pitch their ideas, their plans, and their passions. First, I'd like to introduce our host for this evening, Dr. Marianne Ward-Cardoza, Chamber Director and Dean of the School of Business Administration here at Marymount. Take it away, Marianne.
And I'd like to welcome everyone to Marymount's Ballston Center building. It's such a pleasure to have you with us this evening. You know, this building is a fairly new building for Marymount. We actually moved into the building in August, about 2 weeks before the start of this academic year. It's been a really exciting year for us. The building serves as a classroom building for the entire university, so Marymount students actually travel between this building and the main campus on our shuttle service. And we have wonderful state-of-the-art classrooms with movable furniture and high-tech computer labs, 2 cybersecurity labs, a finance lab. It's a fabulous building that we really enjoy being in. The building, though, it's important to mention, was also intentionally constructed to provide Marymount with an opportunity to welcome the community into our space and to be able to engage with the community in new ways. And this is really just one example of how we've been able to do this. It's a real pleasure to be able to collaborate with the Chamber on the Young Entrepreneur Academy, and I'm so excited to see all of the presentations tonight, but I really also want to mention that we've been so thrilled this year to really expand the collaboration that we've had with the Chamber on this program in a number of new ways. So the classes for the program are held in this beautiful building, but we've also had Marymount involved in several other ways. Mary and Roger Carson, who are here with us this evening, served as instructors for the program. Mary is a member of our Board of Visitors. And we've also had Marymount education students serving as peer mentors for the YEA participants. We had our media design students helping with logos for the companies. And we also had our fashion students help students get prepared. So it's really been wonderful to have collaboration on all of these different levels. So welcome to this wonderful event this evening. Can't wait to see the presentations, and thank you.
And Marymount really has been a phenomenal partner to the Chamber throughout this program, and Dr. Ward-Cardoza has been a terrific addition this year, so we are so appreciative of all of her support. This beautiful facility, when we walked in, we said this looks like a place Apple should be having their next conference, but instead it's for our Young Entrepreneurs Academy students, so we're really excited about the great facility and even more about all the amazing things that we have going on here. We want to say a big thank you to our friends at the Ballston Bid and our main event caterers and their Monumental Foods division for sponsoring the wonderful reception before. For any of you not familiar with the program, the Arlington Chamber launched our chapter of the Young Entrepreneurs Academy, or YEA, about 3.5 years ago, being the first to bring this national, incredible, power-packed program to the DC metro area. Since then, I managed to convince a friend of mine running the Loudon Chamber to launch their own chapter, so now we've got 2 of us going strong in the DC metro area. Throughout this idea, students go through the process of exploring what they're good at, what they're interested in, and where those 2 intersect, and from there they come up with what we like to call the big idea. Throughout the program, they work diligently with a number of amazing Chamber members and Chamber friends who are here tonight, and they work on an actual business plan that our investors had the opportunity to review as well. From there, they pitch to a panel of investors tonight, hopefully obtain funding, and then go on to launch their own business or social movement. Again, this program would not be possible with all of the support of the amazing adult business people who help make this happen through the Chamber. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who touched the program in some way, whether it was as a guest speaker, a mentor, a 6-week, that's really one of our biggest commitments, or a business plan reviewer. We'd like to have all the folks who volunteered with the program who are here tonight stand up so we can all give you a round of applause. The Chamber has many benefits, and one of those is networking and access, and one of the things that makes our chapter so strong is the amazing access to those folks that we're able to offer our students. I'd also like to recognize our premier partners for the program, Arlington Community Federal Credit Union, Beak Cheeks, and Floor. These are our top level supporters, and without you, we really couldn't financially do this project and this program. So let's have a round of applause for them as well. Here to say a few words on behalf of Arlington Community Federal Credit Union is their CEO and one of our investor panelists, or shark or sharkettes for this evening, Karen Rosales.
Definitely want to be referred to as a sharkette. So Arlington Community Credit Union is so proud to sponsor this program. We believe in this program. I believe in this program. I was a mentor last year, and my colleague Chris Sunloff is in the room. He was a mentor this year. This is a phenomenal program. The young people that commit 21 weeks to this program come out smarter technically, smarter financially, and they develop these incredible skills. I watched my mentee blossom last year, and it was just such a wonderful thing to watch. So we just couldn't be prouder to sponsor the program. And for all of you in the room, I encourage you to encourage young people to do this program. So it's good for young people, it's good for our community, and young people are the future of our community. So I just can't say enough about the program. So we're thrilled to sponsor. And to all the young people, I know how hard you worked. I watched you work last year. I know you're nervous tonight. You are going to shine. You just can't not do a great job tonight. So good luck to everybody. Okay.
Karen's mentee relationship was really a special one last year. She ended up taking her student to take her daughter to work day. She went above and beyond, the 6 to 8 week one evening, and the student was in her kitchen working on her project, all sorts of amazing things. So she really gets what this program is all about. And another dear friend who gets what this program is all about is David Isaacson, who's the founder and CEO of Beach Geeks. David was one of what I like to call our early adopters in the tech world, where, when we first pitched this idea to our executive committee and we said, here's this new program we want to launch. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of resources, but we think it's going to be great. Everybody in the room unanimously said, yes, do it, absolutely. And this was the guy who raised his hand and said, yes, and I will help sponsor and support this to make sure it happens. So without any further ado, David.
So as an entrepreneur myself, I completely get how hard it is to have a dream and no idea how to get from point A to point C. When Kate pitched it in exec, and I'm one of the vice chairs of the chamber, there was not a minute that went by that I didn't know. This is exactly what I wanted to spend my time, spend my business resources, and get behind. This is our fourth year. And going to do it again next year, and as long as I'm able to do it. During the CEO roundtable, I got to meet many of the students, and it was just so amazing. I wish I had that when I started. And thank you for everybody for all of your hard work. I'm very, very proud to be part of this, and looking forward to doing it again next year. Thank you very much.
David is our very own Mark Cuban, and the kids will get that joke from what we did at the CEO roundtable. So the students who are going to be taking the stage tonight started the Academy in January. They come right here to Marymount for class once a week for 3 hours. Students in this year's class range from age 12 to 18 and come from a variety of schools in the area. So again, when we say young entrepreneurs, people think, 20s, 30s. No, these are ages 12 to 18. In a few minutes, they will be taking the stage and presenting their business plans. Each group will make a presentation to solicit investments from the members of our panel right up front. Each member of the panel has $500 to invest. They're looking for businesses that they feel have a well thought out plan, a good chance of success, and overall an idea that they think is a great one. The investors may choose to use their capital to support more than one business or put it all together for one. The choice is up to them. Each student group has 5 minutes to make their pitch. The investors are limited to 3 questions per group. And we've asked that the investors make their decisions tonight, this evening, and that they do invest their entire amount that has been allocated. So now it is time to meet our investors. I could really spend all evening giving you the bios of these wonderful folks, but I know we're all actually here to hear from the wonderful folks right up here, our students. So we are going to be brief. So if you can all stand to give a quick nod when we call your name. It's relatively alphabetical by last name. Todd Eyrig, Financial Advisor, HD Vest Investment Services. David Isaacson, President and CEO of Beach Geeks. Tina Leone, CEO of the Ballston Bid, and yes, Paul Longsworth, Vice President, International Environmental and Nuclear. Karen Rosales, CEO of Arlington Community Federal Credit Union. Doug Taylor, shareholder, Bean Kinney and Corman Law Firm. Dr. Marianne Ward-Cardoza, Dean of the School of Business, Marymount University. And Wally Cooney, Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of Graham Holdings Company. I say with confidence that this is an amazing group of people who any of our chamber member businesses would be happy to have the privilege of pitching their company to. So it's a really great group we've assembled for our students. And a big thank you to all of you for giving us your time and for supporting us with the investment as well tonight. So it is now the moment we've all been waiting for. It is time to introduce our first student business. Sophia Abuzaba is a junior at Langley High School and has lived in McLean, Virginia all of her life. Some of Sophia's favorite times are getting together with her family for brunch on a Sunday afternoon and having movie nights with her friends. Sophia loves to work out and to be active, and she also plays golf on the girls' varsity golf team at Langley. Please join me in welcoming Sophia, the founder and CEO of Discount Essentials.
Hi, my name is Sophia Abuzaba, and I'm competing with Amazon. In this YEA program, I started my own business called Discount Essentials. Discount Essentials is an online business that sells everyday essentials to seniors and assisted living centers. Mary's passing around a box. There was a purchase that my dad ordered, and that is what a box will look like. I started this business because I wanted to provide complete convenience to seniors who don't know how to use the internet, don't have transportation, aren't comfortable putting their credit cards online, don't know how to use the internet, and their family's not around to help them. My short-term business goal is to launch my business and get in contact with assisted living centers in McLean, Virginia. My long-term goal is to expand my staff and business to other areas in Northern Virginia, and eventually to other states, like Maryland, Florida, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina. Our competitors are Amazon, Walmart, Costco, and Giant. What makes us different from them is we are a local business. We're here to connect with our seniors, and we offer a call-in service for those who want to order products by phone and can't use the internet. We will provide a catalog that will have the same products on the website, same from the website. And along with that, most of our products beat the prices of our competitors. We specifically target seniors 65 and older, and currently 412,610 seniors in Northern Virginia, and 13% of them are McLean. Because we have over 3,000 products in our storage, ranging all different prices, I took the average of the product price and made an assumption that each box, a unit, would consist of 10 products. And that came down to an average unit price of $69.40 plus shipping. My storage is in McLean, which is why I decided to target the McLean area first. I plan on marketing by talking directly to the directors of assisted living facilities, talking at community centers, churches, and playing games with the seniors to get them involved, to connect with them, and so they have a better understanding of where our business is. I also made flyers we'll see and see, and I'll put around local coffee shops, libraries, and public bulletin boards. And of course, I'll send a press release that will talk about my business, Marymount, and the Young Entrepreneurship Program. This is my flyer. As you can see, those are some of the products like paper towels, shampoo, toilet paper, and my numbers on there as well. This is the website. It's very clear, very big, font size, and very easy to use. And the website is www.discountessentials.com. The supplies we need to make one unit, which is a box, is of course a box we get from our post office. We need clear shipping bags for the larger items, such as paper towels and toilet paper. And we need tape with our logo on it, and of course tape dispensers. It comes down to the cost of 91 cents per unit. Our selling price for one unit, a box, is $69.40. It takes about 5 minutes to package one box. The total cost per unit is $1.75, and our gross profit is $67.65. For our monthly sale projections, we had already started in January, and our family and friends have already made purchases. I plan on starting visiting the assisted living centers in May, and will visit one of 3 centers each month. For monthly operating cost, our total is $1,200.96, and our total fixed cost is $1,100.96. Our total variable cost is about $100 because it depends on gas. For the average monthly income statement, our total sales is $6,940, and the net profit is $4,173.03. If we continue this consistency, our profit for the end of the year is $50,076.36, excluding shipping. And this is all based off of 100 units a month with 10 products in each unit. Most of our startup costs were one-time purchases. We of course needed a website to sell our products. We needed storage space to store the products, and we needed wholesalers to buy our products from. And along with that, there were other costs that came with starting a business. It comes to a total of $15,835.16. I'm putting in $500 on my own. My parents have generously put in $14,535.16, and I plan to pay them back as soon as I can. Today, I'm asking investors for $800. The total comes down to $15,835.16. The $800 will cover 2 months of my storage, and that buys me time to visit the assisted living centers. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today, and for your consideration of this kind of essentials. You can save your learning hours. Again, I'm asking investors today for $800. Jeff Bezos better watch out.
Thank you, Sophia, and congratulations on being the first student tonight. I know that's always a very brave spot. So we will now take questions from our panel. Todd, Ira.
Sophia, so you mentioned that you were targeting seniors that didn't necessarily feel comfortable on the web. How are they selecting the products? Are you picking what's going in the box, or do they choose? How does that? Just walk me through the process a little bit.
So what we're going to do when we go talk to the assisted living centers, we bring a catalog, and they will pass out to each person there, and the catalog will have the products, the same ones from the website. So they can see what they want, and they can call us, and catalog phone number on it. They can call us, and they can order the products from there, and then we can pass it over to them.
Thank you.
Great presentation. Inventory. You'll keep inventory at your house, or
We
will
have
you acquire
storage.
these and are just in time?
We have storage space.
Storage space.
Yes.
Have you considered working with a? Sorry, there's 2 questions. I apologize.
Sorry, that one was short, right?
Have you considered working with an assisted living center or somebody that having them keep the inventory there and then you can just stock it?
I have not thought about that, but I will consider it.
We'll have time for one more question. Does this side have a question? Wally?
From a pricing standpoint, I was interested in how can you be competitive with some of these big box retailers, Walmart, et cetera?
Well, some of our products do beat our competitors' price. I went on to research each one, and ours is not a big difference, but there is a difference. And for other products, there is a big difference. And so yeah. And we also offer calling service. So we, a lot of those other like Walmart, Amazon, and like Target, they don't really usually do calling service. So we specifically do that where they can call.
Let's have one big round of applause. Next, we have Nadia Malik. Nadia Malik is an 8th grader at Rachel Carson Middle School. She is a nature activist and a social artist whose art works to raise awareness about environmental issues. One of the most important things to her in the world is her dog, Spice. Please join me in welcoming Nadia, the founder and CEO of Paw Swapped.
How would you like to rent this little cutie for a day? A week? Maybe even a month? Hello, my name is Nadia, and I'm the CEO and founder of Paw Swapped. We will find you your perfect pair. Paw Swap is a website and future app that will connect local pet owners who are in need of a pet sitter from anywhere from a day to a month with pet renters who are on the bridge of whether or not they are ready for the commitment of a pet and want to try it out. I came up with this idea because my family and I went through the same exact issue of not knowing whether or not we were ready for a pet. Any animal is a huge commitment and responsibility, and we didn't want to stick ourselves in a situation where we couldn't get out of. So 7-year-old me thought, well, why can't we just rent a pet, just for a day or for a week, just to experience it and get all the wags and giggles out of it without the full-time commitment. And so the idea of Paw Swapped was born. Paw Swap's short-term goal is to have 40 paying members by the end of August, 45 by September, and 100 by the end of December. Our long-term goal is that by 2020, Paw Swap would like to have 2,500 members, at least 1,000 phone downloads, and a profit of $120,000. Here are some of the photos from the website of how it will look on a computer and also on a mobile device. So this idea is very unique. There are not any widespread replicas in the US. A very similar one is based in Ireland and the UK, and they're doing fairly well, with over 140,000 members. A current website that's similar in the US is Trusted House Sitters. However, for this, you have to pay an upfront fee of over $100, and they're not marketing very poorly in this area. Rover is also a very popular solution for owners here, but it can cost up to 7 times as much, with just an average week-long vacation being over $300, whereas Paw Swapped is a yearly fee of just $50. Now, why would someone pay to rent a cat or dog? Well, the whole purpose of a renter is for them to have the love and affection of a pet they miss or have always wanted, but they don't know if they're ready for it. Paw Swap allows them to experience ownership of 1,000 different breeds of dogs and cats. People underestimate this task, and thousands of pets are given away each year, which not only wastes a tremendous amount of time and money, but also can cause the animal to develop serious illnesses, including depression. Paw Swap is also basically a safer way of fostering, since many people, especially families with younger children, do not trust shelter animals, since you never know what they've been through. Our furry friends are not only adorable, but they also help reduce stress, reduce the risk of depression, and increase fitness and social life. Paw Swaps are for the renters to have the experience and the benefits of a furry friend. They're not in it for the money, but for the time and commitment. The local market for us are people in Fairfax and Arlington counties that are either pet owners or pet lovers. In 2017, the pet market people spent over $69 billion, proving just how much pet owners are willing to do and spend for their furry friends. And this market is still growing. Anyone from couples with children to singles, Paw Swap is right for them. Our yearly membership fees are $40 for a renter and $50 for an owner. Well, then you may ask, why would you get membership? Well, let's start with what the average user will get. If you're an owner, you can only put up to 3 pets on the website and can only be set for a total of a month per year. And if you're a renter, you can only call and text a limited number of times and can only sit for a total of a month per year. But with membership, you get a full 24-hour vet line in case of any emergencies that happen, full cover insurance, unlimited calling and texting, and have access to all aspects of the website and app. Since my age range is from 20-year-olds to 6-year-olds, I will market mainly through social media for the younger spectrum, including setting up profiles on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. As well as that, I will pin up posters in parks and pet shops, anywhere you expect to find a pet owner, and start traffic about it. I have already been to a pet expo where I gathered more than 80 possible members, and I've sent out an online survey to friends and family where I've collected over 100. Here are some of the photos of the flyers, ads, and outlines of the posters that I will put out. One unit for Paw Swap is membership, or for an owner or renter, since we are a service. Our sales production is mainly influenced by the winter and summer months, since those are the months owners are leaving for vacation and they need someone to sit their pet. It does not cost anything to create memberships on a one-by-one basis. After adding all the operating costs, such as the website, app, insurance, and advertisements, we come to a rough total of $675. Here is Paw Swap's yearly projected income, which totals out to be $5,100 and $4,350. From my startup in investment, the main costs are the website, which we obtained for $25, and the app, which will be created for $250. Now you may ask, how come the app is only about $200? Normal apps cost over $1,000 to make. Well, you see, I have a basic knowledge in Swift and in Java, which allows me to create a skeleton of the app. And I also have family who's experienced in creating it, which will help me patch up the holes. I'm investing $100 in my own money. I'm receiving $150 for friends and family, which I plan to pay back as soon as I can, and I'm asking $400 for these sharks. Thank you so much for your time and for your consideration of PawSwap. We're going to find you your perfect paw.
Great job. Karen. Nadia, great presentation. You have a wonderful public speaking style. You did a terrific job. My question is, how do you screen the renters? So how do you make sure that the people that are renting the pets are good people that are going to care for the pets and that sort of thing?
So you see, after you sign up, the renter and owner both have to set up a profile proving on the renter side that you have the house, that you have the time to care for the pet, and that you're reliable for it. So there'll be a bunch of forms that make sure you have a safe interaction with the pet.
Any more questions? We've got 2 more. Deb?
Sorry, if you talk about this, where do you get your supply of pets?
So, as I said, I have been to a pet expo where I've collected over 50 users, and I've sent out an online survey from friends and family where I've collected 100. So, including myself, I know a lot of pet owners that are complaining about how expensive it is just for a week on vacation, and they would like a cheaper solution. So that is where I'm getting most of the pets.
Thank you.
Final question. Mary Ann. You want to wait for the microphone, you guys?
I noticed that your startup investment for insurance was $200. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Of course. So, since this is such a specialized topic, we've talked to many insurances, but they can't give an exact number right away. And most of our estimates have totaled to about $3,200, so that is the number we're going with.
Great. Let's have another round of applause for Nadia. Next up, we have Andrew Zach. Andrew Zach is a junior at W.T. Woodson High School. He started a small business last year related to the fidget spinner craze, using his own 3D printer as well as his marketing skills. He currently works as a cashier at Merrifield Garden Center. In his free time, he likes to hang out with his friends, explore new technologies, and uncover new entrepreneurial opportunities. Please join me in welcoming Andrew, the founder and CEO of CryptoCore.
Before I start this presentation, I want to say that I'm in phase 1. So I decided to split this project up into 2 phases. Phase 1 being the research part, and phase 2 being the financial part. So, I spent my semester at YEA mostly researching about cryptocurrency, since it's such a new industry. So I don't have all my financials ready yet, but phase 1 is what you're going to see today. So I have a gift for all the investors. So what I just gave the investors is a $50. Now, while that coin isn't used much anymore, the premise of coins is still very prevalent in our economy. People still use cash and nickels and pennies and dimes. And that's an example to show you of what money looks like now, but in the future, money will be made up of lines of code on your screen, totally digital, and fully decentralized. Hi, my name is Andrew Zach, and I am the CEO and founder of CryptoCore. So what is CryptoCore? CryptoCore is a website that offers users the ability to join a marketplace to buy, sell, and exchange cryptocurrencies, and the option for users to join a mining pool. This would be connected under one profile, so the user would sign up and the user would have access to the marketplace and mining pool. And you're probably wondering, what's a mining pool? Well, think of mining cryptocurrency like mining gold, except instead of pickaxes, of course, or gold tools that they used back in the day, miners use computers. And what they do is what they do is run software on these computers, and this allows them to mine these blocks. And what these blocks are is they have a certain amount of cryptocurrency in them, and it's pretty much a transaction that the user, these blocks are a transaction, and the miners mine them. And so they get a little bit of cryptocurrency out of it. And pretty much what a mining pool is it's a service that connects all these miners so they can find blocks easier and combine all of that power. So business goals. One of my short-term goals is to get the website up and running by July. It's not just your regular website. It of course takes a lot of code, so that's why it takes longer. And get the mining pool up and running by November/December of 2018. And have at least 500 users on the website by October of 2018. A big long-term goal is to get people who don't know anything about cryptocurrency but are interested in it to join the website. So since we believe that our website has a lot of unique features and a simple user interface, so that would attract a lot of new users. So competition, Coinbase is a big one. They did over $1 billion in transactions last year in 2017. And they're a marketplace to buy 3 main coins, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. And their fees are quite high and they can rise. And they're not well liked among the cryptocurrency industry. But they have a very simple user interface, so that's what makes them attract a lot of new users. Binance is a cryptocurrency exchange, and that is well liked among the users in the community, but it's very complex for the average user. I tried to use it and it's not good at all. So competitive advantages, we offer a community aspect that is not present in any other cryptocurrency companies right now. So we offer that profile system and that ease of use. And like I said, a very simple and easy to use interface, so linking that marketplace and that mining pool together. And a low and flat fee and a peer-to-peer exchange, meaning person-to-person. So we're actually not holding the money, unlike Coinbase, which is a bank almost, even though the whole point of cryptocurrency is not to have banks, but that's what they do. So market analysis, total market cap of cryptocurrencies right now is $302 billion. And like I said, Coinbase did over $1 billion in transactions in 2017, so it's a huge market. There's over 25 million wallets. So, and it just keeps getting bigger. Financing strategy, I put $500 of my own money into this. Parents are putting in $600, and I'm asking the investors for $400 today to start the website a little bit, because it will take, of course, a lot more money and time. But to get at least a domain and maybe a basic website up and running. Startup investment, the 2 big things are the website developer and designer. Those are to be determined. And of course, initial website of setting up and services, I put around $1,000 to experiment with some servers. And average monthly operating cost, the big ones are servers. Right now, we'd probably start off with 2, which would be at around $100 each. But of course, those could raise in prices depending on how many users we have. And the domain would be fairly cheap, and then internet service and phone bill. So thank you for considering CryptoCore. Again, I'm asking the investors for $400 today, and cryptocurrency now has a home.
Our financial advisor is going for the mic. Todd.
You knew you were going to get a question.
Yeah.
Thanks for the 50 cents, by the way. It's going in the IRA. The question is, in terms of where you see this going, there's a lot of misunderstandings around cryptocurrencies. Do you anticipate any education services or other things through the website, or is it more a marketplace for the cryptocurrency exchange?
Yeah, so what my original thought would be is having one search bar where, let's say you type in Bitcoin, for example, and it would show you a little info, like information on the coin, what the price is, like what it differs, and then how you can use it. So you can mine it, and you can use our mining pool to mine it, or you can buy and sell and exchange it on the marketplace. So that's kind of where I see it. Yeah. So how do you?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew you said you were in the early phase 1. So
Yeah.
in thinking about where you might go in the future, what kind of things are you thinking about in terms of monetizing the website? Is it going to be a news service? Are you going to actually do trading, or is that just something that you really need to spend a lot of time, once you get to that, thinking about?
Yeah, so I still need to spend time thinking about that, of course, but yeah, we do figure having buying, selling, and trading on the website, and then how we make our money is by taking a small fee. And like I said, it would be like a flat fee, probably a percentage fee depending on how much you buy. So that's how.
Last question. Does I see Paul with one?
Yeah, so I actually kind of feel like one of those senators asking Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not qualified to ask, so. How do you advertise? How do you get a customer base? Because there are a lot of cryptocurrency companies out there, right?
Mhm.
Lots of people do this. How do you get that customer base?
Yeah, so like I guess the big websites right now is there's like Reddit is a big one that I'm on, and there's a lot of cryptocurrency subreddits and a lot of talk. So we run ads on Reddit and maybe some other cryptocurrency websites, and like Bitcoin Talk I know is a forum and other forums. So that's how we advertise at first, and then we also just try to get like users and publicity because word of mouth is a big thing, especially in the cryptocurrency world. So that's what.
Great, thanks. Let's have one last round of applause for Nicole Randolph is an 8th grader at Gunston Middle School. She is an honor roll student, plays the clarinet in the band, and is a member of the lacrosse team. Nicole loves all things involving fashion, style, hair, makeup, and nails. She considers herself to be a creative person because she enjoys drawing, sewing, and painting. Her passion for hair, nails, and makeup began when she was 6 years old, when she began working with her mentor, Desiree Alexander, a cosmetology instructor at Arlington Career Center. Her favorite activity is to spend time in Desiree's cosmetology lab, styling the mannequins and learning by watching Ms. D create new looks and styles for her students and for her clients. Please join me in welcoming Nicole, the founder and CEO of Me Cool Designs.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Randolph, and I'm starting a business that's going to let you stay home in your jammies and get yourself pampered. Now please, raise your hand if you seem interested in what I have to say. If you just raise your hand, then Nicole Designs is the business for you. Nicole Designs is a traveling nail, hair, and makeup artist. We offer services like haircuts, full faces of makeup for any events, and different hairstyles for your day-to-day looks. Some short-term goals of Nicole Designs is that we have fulfilled 27 paid services by the end of the year, and that 200 students in Arlington County Public Schools are aware of what Nicole Designs brings to the table. Some long-term goals of Nicole Designs is that every middle and high school student in Arlington County is aware of Nicole Designs, and that some students at Nova Community College and Marymount University are also aware of Nicole Designs, and that we will have fulfilled 120 paid services by the end of the year. Nicole Designs competition is companies like Glam Squat and Velux. Glam Squat's price range is from $50 to $75, and they are a high-end business that does services all around the U.S. Velux's price range is $60 to $95, and they also do service all around the U.S. They are all similar to Nicole Designs because they are traveling nail, hair, and makeup artists. But some advantages of Nicole Designs is that we have a significantly lower price and that we're a small local business. A majority of people in Arlington County prefer small local businesses over larger corporations. Nicole Designs' target market lives in Arlington County. They are either middle school, high school, or college student who always wants to go out and looks like $1 million, but may not have $1 million to spend on their day-to-day look. These are some examples of prices from our website and our logo in the top corner. And this is a photo of some of the students at some of the independent contractors that Nicole Designs has Designs has 4 basic units. They are 1 unit of nails, 1 unit of makeup, 1 unit of hair, and kits that Cool Designs sells. Today, for the slideshow purposes, we are doing the 1 basic unit of nails, but for all the investors, the other units are in your binders. The items needed for a basic manicure, which is up here, are nail polish, clear coat, nail files, and nail polish remover. Again, this is 1 basic manicure. After factoring all the costs, the gross profit is $571 for the business, and we will be paying our independent contractors $9. For the first 4 months, Cool Designs has not had any sales projections because this is before today, the YEA Investor Panel. But in May through July, Cool Designs expects 10 services because we will be starting up and it will be summer break for 2 of those months. In August, we expect an increase because students will be coming back and preparing for school, which is the time that they'll really want to look their best. In September, we expect a steady growth of 1 more for a service because students are coming back to school. October and November, we expect to be 2 of our highest months, November being the highest because of homecoming in Arlington County. And December, we expect to go back down to 10 because of winter break. At the minute, Cool Designs has no fixed costs, but 2 variable costs. One being the G Suite business, and the second being product resupply. These total variable costs end up being $60, which is also our total operating cost. As you can see, in a month, we average 10 services, and our net profit will be $12.82. For a year, we average 141 services, and our net profit will be $243.83. To start off our business, we will need money for our trade show fee, our DBA, our logo design, G Suite business, and initial advertising. Also 2 fees, which is the Arlington Career Center cosmetology kits, which include most of the supplies needed to complete most of the services that Cool Designs offers. I have put in $50 of my own money into things like our first few months of G Suite and the logo. So today I am asking the investors for $815. Thank you for the consideration of the Cool Designs, bringing affordable luxury and style straight to your doorstep. And today I am asking for $815.
Thank you, very nice presentation. Because you're going door to door, and you mentioned schools and the universities, have you thought about transportation costs and how you're getting to where you need to go?
So it would not be me who would be doing the transportation, it would be the independent contractors, and that would be relied upon them.
So it's up to them to pay that cost?
Yes.
But they're only getting $9 an hour to, that's what you're offering them for each server, just for the nail service, is that what that is? Or
different services. That was just the basic manicure, which is a really basic service for nails.
Okay.
Most people will probably ask for a more high-end service, so the independent contractors will get more money.
And so, and then how are you marketing this then?
So I plan on using Instagram and Google AdWords. Instagram because most of this generation right now is probably on Instagram or Snapchat, so that is an easy way to advertise to them.
Have you thought about somebody older like myself?
Yes, we have thought. Well, you're probably not that old. And we have thought about people that are older than millennials. We have thought that guys with like haircuts, like you can see right here, and that ladies would like looks for May events or big events, or just the everyday look.
And look, people like us aren't on Instagram more or less. I mean, I'm not, I know some people are, so it's just something to think about for the future and how you're going to market to those of us who can spend a lot of money with you.
Other questions from the panel?
Yeah, Nicole, I agree, you did a great job in your presentation. My question is about insurance. Did you consider, because your contractors are going to people's private homes, did you look at insurance costs in case something happens and, they fall or something like that at the home where they're visiting?
So I had thought about insurances and different policies, and I'm waiting till after today to work with an accountant or a lawyer to see what different types of insurances I can start with.
Wonderful. Let's have a big round of applause for Nicole. So next up, we have Jalen Ruggier-Rowan and Alex Spilly. Jalen is a 6th grader at the Bullis School, and Alex is a junior at Quince Orchard High School. Please join me in welcoming Jalen and Alex, the co-founders of TEDA, the Everyday Athlete.
Hello, everyone. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out, and thank you for your time to learn more about our company, The Everyday Athlete, or TEDA for short. My name is Alex Billy, and this is my partner, Jalen Rogier-Rowan. 30 million young people in this country participate in youth sports every year. More and more injuries are occurring in kids younger and younger due to overuse, improper preparation, and lack of proper stretching. I was one of those statistics. Our mission is to provide an easy-to-use sports medicine resource for young athletes who are committed to maintaining a healthy lifestyle and level of prime performance to ensure long-term success. And that is our mission statement for our company.
My name is Jalen Ruggier-Rowan, and I'm 6th grader at Bullis. I play basketball and baseball, and I've loved sports since the age of 3.
And my name is Alex Billy. I'm an 11th grader at Quince Orchard High in Maryland. I play baseball and soccer, and I was out for a year with an injured back. So before we go into the website, when I was 15 years old, I was diagnosed with a stress fracture in my lower L5 region of my spine. I had to wear, And I had to wear this brace for 6 months, which sidelined me for an entire year. So I'm going to pass this around real quick. You guys can look at it. But, so at first, I actually went to my school trainer, and she misdiagnosed me with back spasms. So, and after it really didn't stop hurting, I decided to go to an orthopedist and get an x-ray, which then they saw that there was not back spasms and something serious was going on. So then I went and got an MRI, which diagnosed me with my stress fracture. So at that point, it became relevant to me that, sports injuries aren't serious after missing my entire sophomore season of baseball for my high school. And so that's what really inspired this company and started it up to make sure that kids like me don't have to deal with injuries like that and they can play sports healthy throughout their entire careers. So the main part of the website is, the main part of the business is our website, and our website will include a wide range of stretches and exercises targeted to specific sports and positions. And we will strive to have a diverse selection of resources for all our customers to create a pleasing customer experience. So over here on the right, you can see an example of some of the website content we would have up. Here we have the name of the stretch and a short description of what it would be and the purpose of it. And then we would have like a 5 to 10 step process of how to complete the stretch with diagrams, and hopefully our website would have a more in color and more in-depth and detailed description.
So my part of the business would be making a product that would be protective gear for sports players, mainly toward the sport basketball. And as we go throughout our business, it would go to a deeper range of sports. We will strive to bring all the resources and make the user of our business feel like at home and feel protected whenever they go out onto the sports field.
So some of our products will include on the website, just starting out. Obviously in the future we will include more products, but to start out we will have knee pads, ice packs, bands, rollers, etc. A lot of stuff that's just basic needs for, you know, getting ready for a game or whatever like that. So I'm going to pass this around real quick. So this would be an example of one of our products that we would have starting out.
So our short-term goals is first to launch a website to put our product on, partner with physical therapists and doctors and fitness instructors to create compelling content for both the website and social media channels. And last, make the Tedda's first product line before the end of September.
So along with our short-term goals, our long-term goals are to continue to expand website content and product line as our company gets further down into the future. And also a big goal that we would like to have, hopefully, you know, by the startup of our company, create opportunities with advertisers to bring in alternate revenue. And then also another very important long-term goal would to be include a board of directors on our website and bring them on into our company. For example, we would have physical therapists from Marymount University. We looked into opportunities with them. So, and also my own doctor that helped me through my entire stress fracture injury that really helped me pull through. And so we would love to partner with those people to hopefully bring on a board of directors.
So I played AAU, which stands for Amateur Athletic Union. So AAU season usually starts in maybe midwinter. So as we start out, not many units will be sold, but just like people I know that play the sport, we will try to connect to. And it'll start increasing as the AAU season goes on and people start knowing about our business more.
Yeah, so these are just our financial projections starting from September, and you can see the units sold that we have projected into January and then into August of 2019. So.
One pad would be what our unit would be. Selling price, our competitor is called McDavid, and they sell their price for a lot higher because they use all the new technology for protective gear. I've secured how we would make this, and we still are in the process of finding a manufacturer, but the price to make it would probably be around $20.
Yeah, so this is just an example of, you know, one unit, which is the pad that I passed around, but obviously the financials for different products would vary on its own. So our asking price, we would like to ask for $700 from the investors to help us with the resources we need looking into the future. With this money, we will be able to create our own website and establish our domain, which is www.theeverydayathlete.com. And then with this money, we will also be able to create prototypes for our products, which we can give to the investors as well as other people in our schools and in our local communities, and then create marketing opportunities to increase awareness and really get our name out there for TIDA. So thank you very much.
To ask questions.
Oh yeah.
So I saw you talking really about two components of the business. One more education, stretching exercises, those types of things, and one's the product sales. Is there any revenue associated with the educational content, or is it just you're reaching everything based on the product sales?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So actually with the website, we would have the main source of revenue for the websites would just be donations and advertising. We'd really aim to have a lot of doctors and physical therapists to advertise on our website, and also, just funding from our jobs and, everyone else that would like to support us. So the main revenue builder would be the product line. So, but that's a great question. Thank you for asking.
David.
Until you get your own product line developed, would it make sense to resell somebody? If you take a little bit of profit, at least you have some revenue coming in. Especially when you talk to some of the doctors and people you'd like to partner with, they may have already invented or have a good idea on something. That might be something to consider. A real way of question, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, boy, this is really needed. You guys, thank you for taking this on. Who's the customer? Is it a league? Is it a school? Is it an individual? Do you really know who your customer is?
So our customers are amateur athletes that are either new to the sport or have been playing the sport for a while. And his part is for recovering athletes and athletes that have had previous injury and want to prevent it from ever happening again.
Great, let's have a last round of applause. Thank you, Alex and Jalen. Next up, we have Jonathan DeButz and Charlie Finn. Charlie Finn is currently a sophomore at Yorktown High School in Arlington, Virginia. He is an avid golfer and runs both cross country and track. Charlie decided to join the YEA program when his now co-founder, Jonathan DeButz, told him about the program. Jonathan told him, "It might not be something we're yearning to do right now, but we'll definitely be happy we did it when it's all over." To this, Charlie has remarked that this couldn't be more true. Getting this kind of an experience at such a young age is unmatched and will keep us a step ahead as we enter college and the business world. And yes, they wrote these intros themselves. Jonathan DeButz is a sophomore at HB Woodlawn. Jonathan enjoys playing basketball for Yorktown High School and climbing on his own. He has lived in Arlington his whole life and has 3 older brothers. He met his co-founder, Charlie, in middle school when they were both placed in an advanced math class together. He loves to compete and always does this with his brothers. He also loves to spend time with his family. He participates in BBYO and was one of the youngest founders to create a new chapter in Arlington. He learned about the program through his dad, who is a member of the chamber. He is looking forward to using the money he receives today to kickstart his business. Please join me in welcoming Jonathan and Charlie, the co-founders of Tutor Express.
Hi, thank you guys so much for welcoming us here. I'm Charlie, and I think my partner is...
Yep. Yeah, I got you.
Yep. What are you doing?
Yeah.
My tutor just canceled again. I can't get it.
I'm Charlie Finn.
And I'm Jonathan DeButz.
This is Tutor Express.
We wanted to start with a little bit about our profile. What's that?
Instagram profile.
Business profile.
Business profile.
Thank you. Anyway, we are an online website that connects elementary and middle school students with high school students that we tutor to become tutors, but they end up tutoring elementary school and middle school students. You may be wondering how you can trust these Arlington students that will be tutoring your kid. And we have a vetting process that includes a transcript that we need from them, which shows that they have a 3.5 GPA or higher and an A in the class they'd like to tutor, a letter of recommendation from the teacher that taught them that class, and an SOL practice test that we will be monitoring that they have to pass before teaching. We are a service, and Charlie and I are a partnership.
So some of our goals, we've got many. First, we want to get our website up and running as soon as possible. Ideally, 1 month after this presentation. We want to have at least 10 clients after the 2nd month of school next year, and we want to hire 20 different tutors by the end of the 2018-2019 school year to take the tutoring load off of me and Jonathan.
So a little bit about our competition. The main one that's most like us is called TutorPace. It's $40 a week, and it's professional tutoring, totally online through a webcam. Knowledge Roundtable is an online database of thousands of tutors that the price depends on the quality that they come to you. Khan Academy you've probably heard of is content videos online you can watch for free. And our competitive advantage is we're kind of middle of all these. Our price is decent, we're locally grown, our tutors are Arlington students, and it travels with you. There's no conflict with meeting with your tutor. It's totally efficient online.
Yep. Some of our market analysis. We are going to be targeting parents of middle schoolers in Arlington, Fairfax, and Alexandria counties. The market size for tutoring in the United States alone is over $15 billion. In Virginia, it is over $200 million. So there's definitely a market for what we're looking to do.
Marketing plan. So for our first 10 sessions, Charlie and I will be doing it free to try and get a reputation base for the people who will be tutoring with us, because you wouldn't tutor somebody you don't know off the bat. So we wanted to start by showing them our service. It's $29.99 per non-subscription hour, and our target consumer is parents of students.
So this is our graph. We did a survey of over 100 students in our school, and we asked them a few questions. Were they comfortable tutoring younger students? 90% said yes. 80% said that they were willing to tutor at least once a week, and 50% said that they would tutor for $20 or less. So this just told us that it's not going to be hard to find the tutors that we're looking for.
Economics of 1 unit. So 1 unit we said was 1 hour of tutoring. It's $29.99 without a subscription. Labor cost is $20 to the tutor. Square, which is our financials, takes $113 per, so we get gross profit per unit of $887.
Subscription plan. We're going to have a simple subscription plan that is basically going to be $4.99 a month, and this is just to lock customers into our business, because the more times they come back, the more money that we're making.
So our monthly sales projection, Charlie and I will be doing the first 10 free for September and October. And then November, December, we see growth. December to January, with winter break going on, we see a little bit of a decrease. And February it boosts up more. And towards the end of the year with SOLs and that kind of stuff, we see more growth as well.
Projected monthly income, we're starting off with 10 students, and we're expecting about $66. And for our yearly income, we're expecting about $631 in net profit. But this is where it gets exciting. What we're looking to do with this business is actually to bring it to a broader scale. Think of tutoring middle schoolers as the beta. It's the trial. We want to start out there so that we can perfect our website. After that, we can look at tutoring high schoolers and really breaking into the huge market of SAT and ACT prep, because that's where the real money is.
And for those high schoolers, we could have college students tutoring them from Marymount or other colleges. So our startup investment, most of it goes to our website, which is $600. $110 to the VA business costs, advertising $75, website is $12, and if you guys would pitch in an extra $1,000, Alec needs a Mac because he's a Dell right now, and he's not going to.
Yeah, so we're putting in $100 from ourselves, $100 from relatives, and $650 is what we're asking from you guys, the investors, and another $1,000. We want to be generous for Alex. So thank you for considering us.
Jonathan. Hannah.
Great job, thank you. So I noticed in your competitors, you indicated that say Khan Academy could be a potential competitor, and they're a free resource available online. So how would you really identify the value that you bring, communicate that value to potential customers, really the parents of middle schoolers to start off with?
All right, so the real value here is that you're getting a real tutor. Khan Academy is just videos and then exercises. And as I found as a student at my school, and I hope as Johnny's found too, having someone there to actually teach you and go through the material with you is extremely helpful and really helps you learn the subject a lot better than you might from just watching a video. That's where we do that.
Sure, our academic appreciates that answer. Any other questions?
I'm surprised that tutoring number is so low, since I feel like I contributed a significant percentage. How do you develop the curriculum, the tutoring pedagogical approach, if you will, and how you tutor kids? Where does that come from?
Okay, so the reason that we're starting so local is because Fairfax, Arlington, Alexandria, they all have an extremely similar curriculum, if not the same exact textbooks actually. And so the students will be tutoring students that they went through those classes, and they've actually experienced that same exact sections and units. And so that's where it comes from. Yeah.
Next question, Wally, do you have one of those?
Sure. Are you planning on doing it in person, one-on-one, a combination of online? And I guess I had another question. Moving on to like complex math subjects, that's where I think you see a premium tutor price. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you thought about that.
So with elementary and middle school, we're hoping to skip over that little complex stuff. I don't know what your kids are learning, but anyway. And as far as it goes, it's totally online for the tutoring sessions from the tutor to kid.
What? Yeah.
And Graham Holdings Company has a very big education portfolio as well, in case you don't know where. Right. Let's have a big round of applause. Next up, we have Sarah Nogny. Sarah is an 8th grader at Riverbend Middle School. Her main interests include business and foreign languages. She enjoys entrepreneurship because it is a field where people can envision something, then bring it to life, while languages give her a new perspective on the world. In the future, she wants to travel and understand other cultures. Sarah has won several art, leadership, and language awards. When she's not working on her business, she enjoys drawing and watching Shark Tank. Please join me in welcoming Sarah, the founder and CEO of Immersa.
Hi, I'm Alex from the Arlington Chamber. It's good to meet you.
Hi, I'm Sarah, the CEO of Immersa. Nice to meet you, Alex.
Good.
While it was great meeting Alex just now, how we just introduced ourselves could have been considered rude in several countries. In case you're wondering why we just did this, was to show you an example of a cultural difference. In America, when we first meet someone, we shake their hands. But this isn't always the case in other parts of the world. This is how we would have introduced ourselves if we were in New Zealand, Japan, or the Philippines. While knowing the language is important, not understanding the culture and etiquette can create problems and awkward situations. Immersa is a solution to these problems. With Immersa, the user will be immersed in virtual situations that someone would actually encounter in that country. This way, the user will be learning the language but also picking up the culture along the way. Some of the app's key features include conversation practice in real-life scenarios such as eating out or being in a meeting, and cultural tips and advice on how to act in that country. Let me give you a short walkthrough of how the app would work. So 1, when you open the app, you would choose your language. 2, you'll see a variety of situations to choose from based on your level. And 3, you'll have the option of formal or informal, and this will apply to most situations. From there, you'll be given an avatar, and you can then interact with other virtual people. Also, please note the difference between formal and informal settings. You'll also have conversation practice, where you can respond to the question asked, and the app will correct you if you get it wrong. Here are some of our short-term and long-term goals. I'd like to highlight a few. So by the end of this month, we'd like to raise $3,000, and that'll go towards prototype development. And one of our long-term goals is to have our MVP released by next June. Out of all the language learning apps on the market, only 3 startups are compatible with VR headsets like Immersa is. But what really sets us apart is that our virtual situations have a heavy emphasis on culture. Also, Immersa's design is made to mimic that of the country, while our competitors use generic environments. This is an overview of the different packages that we offer, including beginner, intermediate, and advanced, which will have the appropriate situations for the level. We're pricing each package at $29.99, and the app will be offered on the iOS App Store and off our site. So for the first release of Immersa, it'll be geared towards the general market, but once we get the word out and once we get more funding, we'd like to create 3 separate bundles for students, tourists, and business travelers. Anyone can learn a foreign language with the Immersa app. A few specific groups include students, business travelers, and tourists. Just in Northern Virginia, there were 300,000 students of a foreign language. And in 2016, there were 2 million foreign tourists that visited DC, and also there were 35.6 million foreign business travelers, so Immersa's potential is huge. We plan to get the word out about Immersa in several ways, including participating in App Store contests, collaborating with language schools, SEO, and digital marketing. Our projected cost to develop our MVP product is $40,000. Looking at our competitors' monthly average sales, we think that once we have Immersa up and running, we'll be able to make about 1% of what they make monthly, which is roughly $4K. These are some of our various costs, the prototype being the most expensive one. So a startup investment of $3,000 will cover us for this. I'm putting in $1,000 of my own money, and friends and family are putting in another $1,000. So if I get $1,000 from you all today, that'll cover my startup fees. Just last year, the world spent $2 billion on learning English online. One of our major competitors made $51.7 million in revenue, so Immersa's potential market worldwide is very large. Again, I'm asking for $1,000 from you all today, and thank you so much for your consideration.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
So there's a gazillion languages out there. Which ones are you starting with, and why would you choose these certain languages to begin with?
Sure, so we're still deciding between either English or Mandarin. Most of the world is learning English right now. That's where the future is headed. And Mandarin, that's where a lot of business is done in China most of the time, and many people are also trying to learn Mandarin.
So this is a super cool idea. I lived in another country when I was 20 years old, and this would have saved me a lot of awkward situations, like really awkward situations. So you're like 20 years too late. But no, I'm 20 years too late. Yeah, I'm 20 years too late. So my question is similar to Tina's, but a little bit different. So how do you learn about all the cultural nuances in all of these countries?
So that would be part of our team. We have a lot of SMEs and very experienced people. For Japanese, we have a teacher that's a professor in Okinawa, and she's had 10 years of experience, and that's an example of one of the members on our team, and we have many more too.
And then my second question is, who is going to develop the app?
Sure, so we have a development team, and essentially for the app, there's really two aspects. There's the 3D animation part, and you saw feature shots of that earlier, and then there's the software aspect, which is how it works and VR, anything that makes it interactive. So we have a team working on both those.
Let's have a big round of applause for Craig. Next up is Haley Tannenbaum. Haley is a junior at Yorktown High School. She fills her time with being a girls on the run coach and directing the 4th grade Jamestown play. Haley sparked her interest in business through Future Business Leaders of America, or FBLA. Additionally, she is the manager of the Yorktown High School ice hockey team. Haley has won 2 Scholastic Silver Keys, 1 Scholastic Honorable Mention, and 3rd place in Arlington's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Visual Art Contest for her ceramics. Haley has thoroughly enjoyed building her new business and is very excited to present to the investors today. Please join me in welcoming Haley, the founder and CEO of Glam Ceram.
Hi, my name is Haley Tannenbaum, and I turned my passion into a business. Glam Ceram creates and sells one-of-a-kind authentic ceramic plates and bowls. Each item is made from the heart and crafted from years of ceramic experience. Here you might ask, Mary's gonna, Trudy, okay. Here you might ask, what makes my pieces special? Each piece has a one-of-a-kind design. Each piece is handmade by the CEO, and each piece is made with a smile on my face for the intention of putting a smile on yours. Here's some more examples. Amsterdam's short-term goals include by May of 2018 to sell 10 plates and bowls, and by July 2018 to work at least 2 farmers markets. And my long-term goals include by October 2018 to be selling 10 pizzas per week, and by January 2019 to work a permanent farmers market table bi-weekly. Our competition is very indirect for Instagram. There's creative barrels, yet they are made in China and they are factory made. There are also various artists on Etsy, yet their prices range, there's no personal connection, and no quality guarantee. Instagram is special, as I stated earlier, as it's handmade, made in the US, quality guaranteed, special experience and customizations with each and every customer, and most importantly, every single piece is made with love. My target market is in Arlington, Virginia, with the ideal customer being a female, age ranging from a middle school student to a college student. Yet with this market, with the younger students especially, come their mothers, which open up a whole new market. Yet, Instagram has no age limit. Everyone can enjoy the product, as they have so many uses, especially for gift giving, for both birthdays, housewarming gifts, Mother's Day, and perfect for holding your jewelry, holding candy, holding your keys, anything. The prices range from $12 to $18, and you can be bought on my website or at your local farmers market. I plan to market throughout Arlington, Clarendon, Ballston, and at Marymount University to reach my target market. Also, also with Instagram, as it produces the maximum amount of views compared to any social media. Our online presence is perfect for the people who can't make it out to the farmers market. After lots of experimentation, Villaronga has selected the best supplies to provide the most quality products, with the average cost of around $9. When selling at an average of $16 per piece, our gross profit averages around $5. Villaronga is already off to a great start, having sold 3 pieces for this month. We plan on our sales going up this summer. With more farmers markets, more people will be coming around. And then through there, we'll hopefully have regular customers from customer loyalty. And then as the school year comes around, there's storm decorating, and then comes the holiday season, which is perfect for gift giving. So the website is the most expensive cost, yet it will ensure maximum business and future expansion. Fees at the farmers markets will vary month to month depending how many they attend, and advertising is expensive, yet it is necessary to get the word out. Our monthly income statement will be steady with a primary focus of customer satisfaction, not just profit. 5% of our profits will go to our animal care, as it's important to give back to what's important to you. Again, the same goes for our yearly income statement. We just want to provide maximum customer satisfaction, making around $1,300 per year. The most important items on this list include the most expensive being the clay, yet it is the most essential and is the best quality. Advertisements, which are pretty expensive, yet they are necessary to compete. I'm also asking for 8 months of the website because it'll be necessary before the website starts paying for itself, and the farmers markets, which will be the Kickstart grants and needs, and also tools, which I'll explain further in the next slide. I'm asking, I'm putting in $182 of my own money for babysitting, which I use to provide the initial tools and pieces to present to you today. My parents have also generously helped me with experimentation, and I'm kindly asking for $893 from you all today. Thank you for your consideration of Villaronga, Planning Your Life with Villaronga. I'm asking for $893 from you all today.
She answered them all. Hi.
This is probably the easiest question you're going to get. I have no idea what this is. This is flexible.
Yeah, so with oven baked clay, in the beginning of my business at school I use clay that goes in the kiln, yet that was like not doable with producing it at home. So I decided to do oven-baked clay, which is a lot easier to mass produce, and I can provide more products to my customers.
Okay, so the actual product that you would be selling is a kiln fire?
No, it'll
What would
be
it be?
yeah, it'll be
Oh, okay.
yeah. As more experimentation went on, the products got more certain.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So do you have one?
These are really beautiful. How long does it take to make one?
So it's kind of a little bit of a process. So I start with so it probably take around maybe 15 minutes in total. I first start with, I mix the colors and then I blend them through, and then I cut out the shape I want, and then after I bake them, then I glaze them, and then I paint them.
So maybe I missed it, but what's your marketing plan for this?
My marketing plan is my main goal is from middle school to college students. So I'm mainly going to try to do flyers, especially around Marymount and the popular elevators. And I'm going to try to just hit farmers markets where it's perfect for girls, and also little boutiques as we expand.
Thank you, Haley. Let's have a round of applause. Next up, we have Malat Elaine. Malat is a senior at Wakefield High School here in Arlington. She came up with her business after working in a cafe and wanted to solve the issue of food waste. Please join me in welcoming Malat, the founder and CEO of Save Savers.
Hello everyone, my name is Malat Alemdu and I'm the founder and CEO of Save Savers. After working in the restaurant industry for the first time, I was very shocked to have witnessed hundreds of pounds of food being thrown away each day. At this point, I realized that restaurant owners must face this dilemma all the time. They have large quantities of excess food that they don't know what to do with until they throw it away if they haven't sold it by the end of the service day. Therefore, Save Savers was born. Save Savers is an app-based solution that provides you with your favorite meals for a discounted price, with the social impact aspect for it. So every successful business needs a meaningful problem that it solves, and ours is food wastage. Every year, billions of dollars and billions of pounds of food are wasted, and this causes detrimental effects onto our environment. And the sad reality is that although many restaurants realize that they have this problem, that there's really no incentive for them to stop this cycle of food wastage, and they find it just simple to just throw the food away rather than donate it or store it for later. So here's how our app works. First, restaurants post a picture of their excess food for a discounted price, and deals are ranging from 20 to 80% off. Then consumers can browse through our app and purchase their favorite food, and then go to the store and pick it up. And finally, they can enjoy knowing that they're doing their part to combat food wastage. So Save Savers is based on one underlying principle, which is the win-win-win principle. To truly make a difference, we believe that all parts of our business have to benefit from it. So restaurants can reach new customers and have marketing tools through our app being featured through it. You as a consumer can also reduce your money spent on your food, and then our community of Arlington also wins because food wastage is going to be decreased. So some short-term goals that we have is to create an MVP of a basic and simple functioning app. And another short-term goal that we have is to file a provisional patent application. In the long term, we hope to launch and release our mobile app with various features, and also to partner with at least 100 restaurants by the end of 2019. We also hope to expand beyond the borders of Arlington and to partner with non-profitable organizations so that users of the app can donate food or a certain amount of dollars to the app. So we have various indirect competitors such as DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. But Save Savers is confident in its ability to attract customers due to the social impact aspect, the better prices on the food that you can get, and the fact that we also don't take excessive commissions away from the sales of restaurants. so that both our consumers and restaurants can really benefit, which our competitors lack. So Save Savers appeals to quick service and fast casual restaurants within Arlington, because these are the types of restaurants that are more prone to food wastage, as they create large batches of food ahead of time so that they can have very quick service and on-demand service. We also appeal to Arlingtonians from ages 18 through 30 who are looking for affordable and convenient food in their busy lifestyles. And this age group actually makes up 40% of the Arlington population, and is comprised of high schoolers, college students, young professionals, and working adults. So we plan to promote our business by being actively present on social media, sharing exclusive offers on restaurant deals, and also sharing updated lists about our new partners that have joined on board, and also by promoting our flyers, door stickers, and business cards to various restaurants. So our cost of service per year totals out to be $9,600. And our economics per unit is that the selling price per unit actually varies, because the restaurant owners are the ones that will be adjusting the price at their discretion, but the average is $1.20. And our total cost of goods sold is 36 cents per unit, and our gross profit per unit totals out to be 83 cents per unit. So our monthly sales projection: if we begin our business in November with 20 partners selling 20 meals per week, which is about 3 meals per day, then we should have 1,600 units sold by the end of that first month. And as the trend continues and as we increase the number of partners that we're with, we should have 6,000 units sold by October in our 11th month of business. So our average monthly operating expenses total out to be $2,200. And we're projected to make a monthly income of $2,100, translating to an annual income of $25,200. So some items identified for us to create our business are creating an app by outsourcing it through an app developer who's freelancing, creating a website, and also paying for legal costs for a total of $3,360. Now that we're done talking about the financials, we're actually really excited to announce that one of our upcoming partners is Bistro 360, which is an amazing restaurant in Arlington, voted #1 Best New Restaurant in 2016, and voted #1 Best Lunch in 2017. To create this business idea into a reality, I personally funded $500 of my own money, and today I'm asking the investor panel to donate $1,000 to our business for a total of $1,500. Thank you for your time and for considering Save Savers.
So, I'm a little confused on, when I order a meal, if it's for food waste, how does the restaurant know there's waste until really late in the day? Can I get dinner at dinner time, or am I eating at 11 o'clock or something? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So food wasted in restaurants, it can happen not only at the end of the day, but also like after breakfast time, after lunchtime, after dinner time. Because, for example, some restaurants have limited time spans where you can order only from the breakfast menu until 12, or like the lunch menu until 3, and then the dinner section of it. And so if it's, for example, like 2 p.m., and if you have like 20 omelets left, then you can post that onto our app and then sell that food there.
Any additional questions? Great. Let's have a big round of applause for Shea. Next up, we have Darian Killebrew. Darian Killebrew is an individual who deeply values companionship amongst his close friends and family. Darian likes to reflect on small moments spent with this foundation of people who support him and share the endearment they bestow upon him with others. He is very active through volunteer work in his community and plans to continue his involvement in college starting this fall. Currently, he's a senior at the Potomac School. Please join me in welcoming Darian, the founder and CEO of Checkout.
Are you tired of having to pull yourself away from a beautiful Saturday evening? Driving yourself to your car, to drive 10 miles to your remote grocery shopping complex, trying to find a parking space that is not taken up by cars, entering the store to see the lanes swamped by other customers, and after doing for that last carton of milk, reaching the checkout lines, surprised that, once again, 2 out of 20 are operating. Then, you take the hike of the drive back to your house. I know you're tired, but you're not done yet. You have to take out your goods, reorganize them, and sort the new items that you have just purchased. Maybe you'd rather spend this time doing something else. Maybe you'd rather spend this time relaxing. Hi, I'm Darren Pilgrim. If you've experienced any of these problems, checkout is a service for you. So our mission at Checkout is to revolutionize the process of purchasing groceries and save the one invaluable resource we all know and love as time. Checkout is a grocery delivery service that will be featured and orders will be placed on our website at trycheckout.com. So, what makes Checkout unique? Let's analyze this first by looking at our competitors. Well-known, Instacart. Instacart can only transport items from big chain grocery stores. That means those favorite items from your local stores cannot be purchased. As far as the employment side of things, transporters can only operate on a full-time basis. GoPuff, for example, only delivers snacks, and overall has reviews for poor quality. Amazon Fresh, for example, in addition to paying for an Amazon Prime account, requires a $14.99 fee. Not to mention that your goods are delivered 2 days after your order. You'll check out your groceries are delivered the same day. The features that separate Checkout from the pack. Firstly, sorting of your goods. We sort your goods and take that extra step to provide a convenience that is already not provided for you. If you're home or not home, it doesn't matter. Checkout will place the goods in your house, and this is backed by our company insurance that guarantees financial compensation should anything be damaged or misplaced. Transporters also receive background checks, so you can trust them when they enter your house. We also offer a personalized selection of goods, and we have big chain and local chain food store availability. As far as the employment side of things, our transporters also have the option to work as independent contractors, decide when they want to work. So let's look at the goals of this business. In the short term, first, we plan to have at least 200 deliveries as of 2019. In addition to this, we plan to have at least 500 followers on our social media platforms, mainly Facebook, to market this to our consumers. Checkout also plans to meet with business property managers at apartment complexes to provide Checkout as an assisted amenity to their consumers. This will be extremely beneficial in the early stages of Checkout, as it allows us to maximize the amount of orders we have in a short time due to a high volume of consumers in one building. As far as the long-term goals, Checkout plans to have at least 200 customer subscriptions as of 2019. Checkout also plans to be sustainable and cover its own yearly operating costs after 2020. In addition, Checkout plans to partnership with big chain grocery stores, offering increased traffic of our transporters and an increased rate of their products on our site. So the market for the grocery delivery business is exponentially increasing. The U.S. Census Bureau states a $24 billion increase from 2012 to 2021. This is roughly a 500% increase from the first day that this statistic was reported. So our ideal customer is 23 years or older, lives in an urban or suburban community, is a diligent and hardworking business professional, and loves convenience, because who doesn't? So our online presence will consist of our Checkout WordPress e-commerce website. We have personalized factors such as recommended goods and previously purchased items. We also offer presets based on holidays and food categories. We will be promoting this mainly on social media such as Facebook and Instagram. I'll take advantage of school events to promote this, flyers, and our very own Checkout grocery bags. Our economics of one unit will be about $15. Now this is only for our bronze status. Your status increases based on the number of goods you purchase. The higher your status, the lower that number of goods per purchase fee is. We also offer subscription-based, so if you subscribe to our bi-monthly or yearly subscription, you'll end up saving a load more money. So our monthly operating costs, since we are not manufacturing a product, this is a service, that mainly consists of our website, which would be about $17 a month. Our units sold mainly rely on transporter availability when we can provide the store, so that will be higher in the summer. Projected monthly income statements. We are expected to do at least $3,000 in sales and net profit at least $275 the first month, about $40,000 in sales the first year, and about $3,000 in net profit. Now, our startup investment mainly consists of legalizing checkout, so that includes our articles of organization, our annual tax reports, and making and maintaining our website. That leads to a total startup investment of $955. So I will be investing $155 of my own personal savings, and I'm asking you, the investors, for $800 to reach that total startup investment. Thank you for your consideration of Checkout LLC, personalized grocery shopping, streamlined. Once again, that is $800. Thank you.
Marianne, I see at the end.
What kind of process do you anticipate using to identify contractors and then vet them before, because they would be under your Checkout LLC's insurance that you talked about?
Yes, as far as the independent contractors, yes, we will include a background check as well as situational questions to make sure that they are fit for entering your homes.
Any other questions?
So are you pulling products, content from, how do you know what is in your store? What can somebody buy? Is it, am I going to Safeway or Harris Teeter through you in some sense?
Yes.
Or any store?
So basically,
you do the picking and the shopping.
Exactly. So basically, you choose what store you want to get your goods delivered from, and we will deliver them to your house and sort them if you want that feature available.
David, last question.
Is there an additional fee if I buy 5 items versus if I buy 200 items? It's going to take you longer to sort and put my 200 items away. Is there a surcharge on the consumer if they spend more money because it takes more time?
So as I included, I have a number of goods per purchase fee. So the higher that number is, the lower your fee is. So we want you using this service more. So the more you use it, the less that fee will cost you.
That would cost you more time.
Yes. But we want to encourage customer loyalty. So with increased usage, we will have customer benefits.
Great. Thank you again, Darian, and check out. Next up, we have DeWitt Daniel and Anuj Kemka. Anuj Kemka is an 8th grader at Thomas Jefferson Middle School. He is 13 years old. He is a delegate in Model United Nations, an avid writer, and the treasurer of his school's National Junior Honor Society. He will be going to Thomas Jefferson High School. His business partner, DeWitt Daniel, is a 12-year-old young entrepreneur attending Arlington Science Focus School. The reason why he enrolled in YEA is because if basketball doesn't pan out, he wants to have a second chance career option. Please join me in welcoming Anuj and DeWitt, the co-founders of Mad Media.
Hello, I'm DeWitt Daniel. And I'm Anuj Kemka. And together, we're the CEOs and co-founder of Mad Media.
Allow me to show you this book that I wrote in the 5th grade. It's called The Warrior, and it's available to buy on Amazon. But I brought one copy each for you guys. Hope you like it.
Hey, we're pitching our business today, not your book.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
Now, we started Mad Media because today it could cost thousands of dollars per month to pay for new media content management. By the way, new media is all forms of media that became popular in the 21st century.
For small and micro businesses who generally have limited funds and limited time and energy to manage their presence on new media on their own, this is extremely problematic.
Mad Media offers a solution to these issues, providing simple, sufficient new media marketing at an affordable price.
Our services include content management for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, for which we will produce a promotional video.
Additionally, we offer website elements and website content management for our clients.
Customers may contact us through email or telephone and will be given a price determined through custom package pricing.
By December of 2020, 2018, we have partnered with our local Young Entrepreneurship Program to provide our services to future participants in the program.
By December of 2020, we will have signed contracts with at least 100 clients. Sorry, that's a long-term business goal. By January of 2019, we will have signed contracts with at least 20 clients. And as I stated before, by December of 2020, we will have signed contracts with at least 100 clients.
3 examples of some of Mad Media's competition are Marketing 360, Life Marketing, and Thrive.
Mad Media's competitive advantages include the fact that it focuses on local businesses, meaning it can talk and meet with clients in person.
Furthermore, we will be marketing specifically to small and micro businesses, a target market often looked in the new media marketing industry.
Finally, Mad Media does not seek to provide top-notch media marketing for an extravagant pricing like other companies. Rather, we provide simple, sufficient new media marketing at an affordable price for companies that do not have the time or familiarity to do so themselves. Our target market is small business owners in the local region.
This group is categorized by lack of funds and lack of time.
Within our target market, we're specifically targeting young entrepreneurs due to our familiarity with the demographic and significantly older small business owners due to their general unfamiliarity with new media.
Mad Media will place flyers in and around local high schools, such as Wakefield and Yorktown, where entrepreneurship classes are being held.
Mad Media will also put flyers in buildings in which young entrepreneurship academies meet.
Finally, we will leave 40 business cards, each at public libraries around the county.
Additionally, we will use Google AdWords, and to reach out to older, small, and micro business owners, Mad Media will use LinkedIn through an account operated by our parents. We have just one supply per unit, that being the Weebly website builder. 1 unit is 1 month of new media marketing. Note that the numbers in this chart and the rest of the financials represent averages based on sales projections. The selling price is $221, and after deducting supply and labor costs, our gross profit per package sold is $115. As seen, we have not started to sell our services yet, and will do so in May.
When we do, we expect initial rapid growth due to the ending of YEA classes and entrepreneurship classes in school.
After this initial rise, we expect a net gain of 2 clients per month.
Listed are our monthly operating costs, which is a total of $36.
Our major cost is the variable cost of transportation, determined by the IRS deductible standards mileage rate.
Accounting for all our costs, our projected net monthly is $1,030. This translates to a projected annual net profit of $10,300.
By the way, the yearly income statement is only for the 8 months in which the business will be in operation.
$200 to
costs needed to start Mad Media include promotional material and the necessary items and tools to fulfill our services.
$200 to account for unseen costs and down days is also needed.
In total, the startup investment is $951. We will each be putting in $100 as an equity investment.
Today, we are asking the investors to grant Mad Media $751 in order to launch it onto a path of success and make it possible for us to provide our services and business owners such as you guys.
Thank you so much for listening attentively to our presentation and for taking the time to be here today.
Again, we are asking you for $751. Thank you for your consideration of Mad Media.
First of all, I love your name, and I love your logo. That's awesome. How do you keep a customer? So once you've done this for them, how do you keep them going back? Do you have additional services that you've considered selling? What's the longevity?
Well, it's mostly like when they first start out, we provide the initial services of website development and making a promotional video, along with our other services of content management. And throughout the rest of the months that we're serving our clients, we're building a steady supply of content management for the various platforms on which we service.
Any other questions?
Is the work you do mostly setting up websites? Is it how to advertise?
what we do is actually content management. So clients will send us like an idea of what they want to post on their social media or like their website, and we'll do it for them in a way that promotes brand awareness.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the hardest question of the day. I'm just going to prep you for this. How do you respond when you're trying to sell your service and you guys look so young and say, how can you possibly do this for us when there's all these experienced people who can do this?
Okay, so basically our competitive advantage is that we don't seek to provide so all these experts, they know they're experts and they provide top-notch media marketing for extravagant pricing. So our price basically accounts for our, say, lack of expertise in the industry, and we focus mainly on providing simple, sufficient marketing, enough to build your brand and get customers, and we do that at an affordable price, and that's why customers would choose us.
We have Jack Studi. Jack is a sophomore at the Potomac School in McLean, Virginia. As a typical growing teenager, Jack is passionate about snacking. Sweet snacks, salty snacks, snacks anytime, anywhere. Just like most Americans, Jack is passionate about having what he consumes delivered to him when and how he wants it. These two passions connect with his third passion of entrepreneurship. This summer, Jack will participate in the Business Immersion program at Georgetown University and looks forward to pursuing his business while he's in college. Please join me in welcoming Jack, the founder and CEO of Boxed.
Hi, my name is Jack Studi, and I'm the founder and CEO of Boxed LLC. Boxed LLC is an e-commerce website that lets the user custom make or choose from presets boxes of their favorite snacks to be delivered to them whenever and wherever they want. I came up with this idea while traveling to LA with my mom and brother. My brother and I were both hungry and craving for a sweet snack after a flight, and so we decided to raid the hotel mini fridge. We raided the fridge, but everything there was horribly overpriced, and frankly, most of it was alcohol. And so I thought to myself, and my mom helped me with this idea, how could we make a website that let the user get what they wanted and get it for a reasonable price, not whatever those prices are. They're way too expensive. Some short-term goals. So by August 12th, April 12th, which is today, we want to have a functioning website, which we do have at trybox.com, a prototype box, which we have 5 of, 2 of being in front of the investors, and 5 different box presets, which we also have on the website. In addition, Box will have a set amount of snacks and drinks for every prototype box available to the customer for purchase, which are all available on the website, and we're thinking of doubling in the next few weeks. Some long-term goals. By summer of 2018, Box wants to have 50 boxes sold or 50 box tickets, which is the equivalent of 1 box, and the ability to custom make boxes. So competition. 3 main competitors are Lunchpack, Earthbox, and Great. Although they're a lot more expensive, and none of them fit the exact same niche as Box does. Competitive advantages versus the competition are Box is cheaper, it's more accessible and easier to use, and frankly, I like it more because it lets you choose specifically what you want, versus all of these things, all of these competitors, you just put what you prefer. You say, I like meat, I like sweets, and they just give you a box. Box will let you choose exactly what you want. So market analysis. We want to appeal to business travelers, Airbnb users, Airbnb owners, college students, parents of college students, and frequent snack eaters. We plan on appealing to business travelers and Airbnb owners because we want to be more customizable and more cost affordable than the hotels and Airbnb offerings. We appeal to college students and frequent snack eaters because although they might want snacks, they might not be able to get them due to their crowded schedule. We appeal to the parents of the college students because they want their kids to be eating and they want them to be eating healthy. So some market analysis of our survey. I surveyed around 50 students from my school, found that 81% of students eat at least one snack a day. 60% of those actually eat a snack more than once a day. 77% of students found themselves wishing for a snack and not having it available. 86% wanted a box delivered to them and would be willing to buy it from box. And 91% of those wanted their parents to mail them a box while they were away. So online presence. As I mentioned before, we have a website, trybox.com. This homepage, about us page, and the 5 different presets. That is the Sweet Treat Box preset, and that's the Movie Box preset. The cost of supplies. So this is using a Sweet Treat Box as an example. Added up cost, added up weight. Weight is later used to calculate cost of sugar, which is an added cost. Total cost of goods is $4.31 for a standard small box. So definition of one unit, one box of course. Total cost of goods is, as you saw before, $4.31. Added to the $120 for cost of a physical cardboard box, giving a total cost of $5.51. The price is currently $14.99 a box plus shipping and handling, giving a profit of $9.48. So monthly sales projections. No sales during January, February, or March because the company didn't exist yet. We estimate sales growing slowly over the next few months with a boost during August and December, being the prime travel months, and a slight boost in November as Thanksgiving break. So types of cost. Cell phone, internet, computer, those are about $100 a month, although those are currently covered by family. Website is $20 a month, and G Suite is $12 a month, so I personally already bought those for you, so don't have to worry about it. So total fixed costs are $132. We want Google AdWords for $50 for some market, giving a total variable cost per box, $5.51, so $5.51 times number of boxes. Total operating costs of $182 plus $5.51 times number of boxes. So projected monthly income statement. Estimating 16 boxes sold every month yields a profit of negative $55 in the first month. Well, that sounds bad. We plan on estimating more sales over the next few months, yielding a yearly sales of 300 boxes and a yearly profit of $1,809. So startup investment. Logo design materials, business cards, Wix, that's added up. Then we want total cost of goods for 50 boxes for 3 different types, so those 2 plus a salty boxes, those being the 3 most popular during the survey to my friends. Then the free shipping on the first 30 boxes, so it's kind of a courtesy. So a total investment of $1,184. So I'm personally adding $100 of my own money, not counting in all of the other money I spent previously on the website. Friends and relatives will add $184, and I'm asking the investors for $900. So investors, $900, please. Thank you for your consideration of Fox LLC. Let me say it.
So where will you do the fulfillment of these orders? Where will you keep these supplies and then fulfill the orders?
Currently, I was planning on keeping the supplies, assembling everything in my house, the very spacious basement. But in the future, I'm definitely going to have to move towards warehousing and staff, but that's long term.
And you're planning on using the, are you running to the post office? Like, how do you get back and forth to the post office? And
we're thinking every Friday or however long increments based on the amount of boxes sold, drive and develop or deliver a group of boxes.
I guess that's Todd with our last question.
So these are shipped boxes. So the part about this that I missed was, it sounded like you were saying when you create it. So this is not a 2-hour delivery window or something. This is a ship through the postal service or whatever.
Right, so there's 2 different settings on the website. The first one is you get delivered on a one-time. You enter your address, you enter when you want it, we'll deliver. It, of course, won't be exactly when you order it, but you might say, hey, I want it for tomorrow or the day after, and then it'll be delivered to you. The other is a subscription. So you could get randomized boxes every month, or every 2 weeks you could get a sweet tooth box, and that would be delivered to the repeating address.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
For our last pitch this evening, we have Ame Tevaz. Ame is a junior at George C. Marshall High School. Ame has lettered in varsity cheerleading, varsity swim, and is currently the president of Chamber Choir. Her 2015 gap year in Europe afforded her vast personal growth opportunities. She is now fluent in Spanish and has an array of friends living throughout Spain. Ame loves movies, traveling, music, spending time with her friends, and enjoys playing her guitar and ukulele, along with her entrepreneurship class and IB business class. Ame has loved having the ability to apply her class lessons to building her company over the last few months. She's very excited to be presenting to the investors today and is very grateful for all of the mentors, speakers, and volunteers' help in YEA. Please join me in welcoming Ame, the founder and CEO of Soup Smiles.
I hope everyone had the opportunity to taste my carrot noodle soup at the opening reception. Can you believe that that soup is vegan? Can you imagine how our other soups taste, such as our chicken noodle, our tomato, and our seasonal soups? I hope my soup made you smile. Hi, I'm Ame Tevaz, and I will be presenting my company Soup Smiles LLC, where our soups have your heart in mind. Soup Smiles LLC is an e-commerce platform that initially markets homemade soups delivered to college students and other potential niche markets. Our target market is parents and relatives looking to send comfort and healing in a package to their college students. Soup Smiles is a business-to-consumer marketing company. Some of Soup Smiles' short-term goals is to have a perfect fulfillment process, establish wholesale partnership with Keto Cuisine for our wholesale product, and establish a partnership with Linden Resources for fulfillment and shipment logistics. Some of our long-term goals is to have a seamless ordering process, unlimited manufacturing, and shipping capacity with our partners. We would also like to have an annual sale of 20,000 units and donate 40% of our profits to charity. All of our competitors are located in the US currently. Some of our competitors are Spoonful of Comfort, which offers one care package for $69.99, Grandma's Chicken Soup, which offers a half gallon of soup for $30, and Care Packages, which offers one care package for $54. We will be offering 4 24-ounce soups for $50. With our parent personalized packages, quick and easy delivery, our superior value, and exceptional quality, we have a major competitive advantage. Our target market consumers are college students, and our marketing efforts will be aimed towards friends, family, and relatives of the students. Our sales price of one unit is $49 plus shipping. Our product is available for purchase at soupsmiles.com. Our product is 4 ready-to-eat homemade soups and 4 bread rolls. We will be promoting our product at college orientations, on social media presence, parent weekends at colleges, and other important college events in Nova. Our expansion plan is to start at local colleges in Northern Virginia and expand to all colleges in Virginia and US. Okay. So the cost of supplies is $20 for 4 soups, $2 for 4 bread rolls, and around $5 for our packaging, which totals at $27 for supplies. For one unit, you get 4 24-ounce soups with 4 bread rolls, which cost $49 plus shipping, $27 for our cost, and we will get a gross profit of $21.20. Soup Smiles will have a soft start from May to July, where we will be perfecting our product distribution and operations in order to officially launch August 1st when college will be starting. We would also like to grow during cold and flu season. Monumental Food will be sponsoring Soup Smiles and donating the sublet office and warehouse for the first 6 months of our operation. So our total operating cost will be $225. After the first 6 months, our monthly net profit will be $3,800, selling 280 units, and annually with 3,400 units sold, we'll have a net profit of $45,000. For the start of investment, we will need to pay for our first month of expenses, our first month of inventory, and our packing supplies, which totals at $889. I will be putting in $1,000 for my personal savings. My parents will be gifting me $1,000, and then today I'll be asking for $1,000 to pay for the first 3 months of the startup. Soup Smiles is totally transforming soups for college students. With our seasonal variety, our ultra-reliable delivery, our unbeatable value, our incredible quality, our mass customization, and incredible taste. Thank you for your consideration. Smiles, Soup Smiles, where our soups have your heart and mind.
In the package, how long will the soup hold? Like how is it a week, a month? We'll try to see.
So that's not the actual packaging. It'll come in a white box with ice packs, and it'll be overnight shipped. It should be shipped overnight, so it'll last, I think, about a week in the freezer, but possibly more.
And as a college student, I don't have a very big refrigerator.
Yeah.
So how long could it? Is it about a week?
Yeah, or more, because it's frozen.
Any additional questions?
So you're very generous to give away 40% of your profits. Is that a long-term plan that stays in place, or does that change over time?
I believe it'll change over time based off of what we make during the year, but I'm very, giving back is very important to me.
I have a kid with a food allergy. I mean, have you thought about targeting very specific, like gluten-free and other things where you might not be able to get something at their dormitory cafeteria, but you can send them to specialized mechanisms?
I haven't thought about it, but I think that's something I should definitely consider.
Thank you, Amen. At this point, we will ask our investor panelists to please take their binders and follow Alex into the deliberation room. The panelists will have 15 minutes to decide how much funding to award to each business. Students, if you're not quiet, you might not get any money. We're still going on with the program. The panelists will have 15 minutes to decide how much funding to award to each business. They will also be selecting one student business. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll have a break in just a few minutes, I promise. The panelists will have 15 minutes to decide how much funding to award to each business. They will also be selecting one student business to advance to the 10th Annual Saunders Scholars National Competition in Rochester, New York on May 3rd through May 5th, where they will compete for a chance to win thousands of dollars in college scholarships, as well as a chance to be named America's Top Young Entrepreneur. Last year, we actually had our semifinalist, Tasnim Alam, the founder of Heatless Hotness, was named one of the top 6 entrepreneurs in the country. So who knows what's in store for these students. Additionally, 2 of our program volunteers have generously agreed to donate prize packages. Arlington Law Group is providing a business startup package, and Searle Business Solutions is providing a business financial management package to a business selected by the panel. While they are deliberating, we would be remiss if we didn't spend a few more moments recognizing Marymount University for all of their amazing support throughout the years as our university partner. Dr. Ward Paradoza did a great job of articulating what the partnership has looked like and how much it has meant to both partners involved. I would now like to introduce Dr. Jim Padilla, the Associate Dean of the School of Business at Marymount University, to discuss the university a little bit more. Jim.
Thank you everyone for attending today. Trust me, this is my first time being here at this event, and I'm incredibly impressed by all the students. Not to leave any of them out: Sophia, Nadia, Andrew, Nicole, Jalen, Alec, Jonathan, Charlie, Sarah, Haley, Malat, Darian, DeWitt, Anuj, Jack, and Amay were all phenomenal presenters. I do have to draw attention to a couple of them. Nicole, if I gave out an award, you had the best response for Karen. That was awesome for you to respond to her in that way. And then for Jack and Amay, please don't think or forget about the faculty. Jack, I need snacks for 3-hour lectures. Amay, we get just as sick as the students. I have to also point out and thank Mary and Roger Carson. For those of you, again, knowing that they were introduced to you earlier today, Mary's much more than just an adjunct to this institution. Mary lives and breathes everything about Marymount. Mary Carson, thank you very much. For those of you, for your first time here potentially at Marymount, this building is less than 1 year old. One thing I definitely want to point out to you is not only the fact of this new building, but more importantly the fact of how much Marymount is putting back into education for our students. It's something that you need to realize for those of you as kids and parents. When you go to choose an institution, look at how much money they're investing back in the educational facilities. Being a sports management professor by background, one of the things that I always realize about big time, large universities, we spend a lot of money on athletics. Look at the institutions as to how much they're spending relative to the academic side, and absolutely look at how the new buildings and money is being spent towards that. Some exciting things that you should realize about Marymount University. We had an incredibly diverse faculty, and our faculty actually average over 20 years of industry experience, much of which is gained not only prior to arriving at Marymount University, but in addition to being here, we are true practitioners in our field of expertise. Another thing in terms of highlights of our institution, especially within our School of Business, we are about to announce a brand new doctorate in cybersecurity. It will be launched this fall. For those of you looking to study IT, either with a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, you have the opportunity to enter our doctorate in cybersecurity with either lower degree. And then finally, I absolutely have to thank the Chamber for including us as a partner in this. This is absolutely a very inspirational event. Once again, to the students, incredibly impressive. Love to have you guys in our class. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Again, we are so fortunate in Arlington to be connected to so many amazing academic institutions, but Marymount University is Arlington's only hometown university with their headquarters right here in Arlington. They're a great resource, and any of you students who are potentially interested in matriculating onto Marymount, you've got some great resources for you here as well. So I would hit them up early and often. Again, they see all the great things you have to offer, and you'd be a wonderful, wonderful Marymount alum for them as well. A few folks already hit on it, but really we need to thank Mary and Roger, who've gone above and beyond to really make sure this was a strong, lasting partnership. They're like having an extra instructor throughout the whole process. They are mentors, they are friends, they are advisors, they do so much for the students. We really appreciate it. We do also have two other wonderful instructors, both of whom I believe are here this evening. Barbara Nicastro from the law offices of Barbara E. Nicastro, who is our IDEA instructor, who started them off in the beginning. And then for the third segment, the students will have Rebecca Dunn from CoCreate Studios, who will serve as the launch instructor. So again, out of all the volunteer commitments, these are really the biggest ones. So let's have a round of applause for them. And all three of these women are very committed to the program in all sorts of different ways. And one of the ways that Rebecca really helped us last year was through the creation of a promotional video about the Young Entrepreneurs Academy. So what you all saw tonight is sort of the culmination of the program, the Shark Tank, the exciting part. But here's a little bit about what the program can contribute to the students beyond just their business success as well.
So the Young Entrepreneurs Academy, or YEA with an exclamation point, is a groundbreaking national program for middle and high school students to learn how to start and run their own real businesses. So throughout the program, the students work with our members, business leaders, in a variety of volunteer capacities, as mentors, as guest speakers, as business plan reviewers.
So I chose to be a mentor for the YEA program because I believe in the power of mentorship. I think great leaders keep great mentors in their lives at every stage of their career, and I've been blessed to have great mentors in my life, and I saw the program as a great way to give back.
I was a business mentor last year and had a terrific time working with 2 students.
Miss Pinky gave me the confidence to believe in myself, so when I teach and inspire people, I'm able to do it from my heart.
Well, it's very rewarding to be able to get in and to work with the students, to see them initially as they have the germ of the idea, and then to execute and to move forward and to be able to accomplish dreams that they have. That's priceless.
My business is Pink Pineapple. We sell bath salts, bath bombs, and soaps, and we donate some of our proceeds to breast cancer awareness.
So one of the most exciting events with the program is our investor panel event. So the easiest way to explain it is people who've watched ABC's Shark Tank. It's a similar pitch style event. So the students prepare a 5-minute pitch. They go over, their business plan, their cost of goods sold, their numbers, what they plan to use their funding ask for, and make an actual specific funding ask.
So I was a judge for the students in the final phase of their competition here in the county.
It was astonishing to me, the first panel. I couldn't believe these young people coming in as young as 12 and presenting their ideas.
Bodhi's light is helping you discover your inner light, and inner light is being strong in the body, calm in the mind, and having a vibrant spirit. So essentially the 3 aspects of your whole being.
My impression of the students was that they had really dedicated themselves to their businesses at a very young age, which is remarkable.
When I did the YEA program, it really had me do something and challenge my mind, work hard, and now I'm going to stick with this program throughout my life.
Another, highlight moment was this year we did our trade show with the Ballston Bid at their farmers market, and the students really outdid themselves with their booths. We did a best booth contest for them, and they really stepped up their game. So you had students who were doing such a great job, but being able to watch, the young lady who was selling soaps and bath salts, Sophia, she just did such a good job with it.
My mentor was he was a businessman himself, obviously, so he gave me a lot of really cool tips and stuff that I have used, and if I need anything, I can just send him an email.
They recognize what a commitment people are investing in each of them to make this a reality.
It's been so rewarding to see the mentor-mentee relationships that have blossomed over the program. One pairing from this year was Karen Rosales, who's the CEO of Arlington Community Federal Credit Union. She was paired with a young lady named Bethel Gooda, and they became really actually dear friends.
I was very impressed with them when they introduced themselves the day that I came to speak. They all said, "Hi, my name is," and I'm the CEO of, and they all had their business idea there, and it was great to see both how they had conceptualized that and how they had the confidence through the YEA program to pitch themselves.
If you're not a part of YEA in some way, serving as a sponsor, a mentor, or a program instructor, you're missing out. And it's really something I would encourage everyone, businesses large and small, to consider participating in next year.
We need more programs like YEA, more opportunities for young people to express themselves, to see what their real potential is.
When I was younger, I never thought I could make a business at 14. I thought you had to be 20, and it's just crazy what I've done.
It was a life skills class. It taught me how to run a business, how to take an idea of a business, make a business plan, and take the idea and make it into a reality.
The program has been great for me, and I'm gonna be part of the program, and the program's gonna be a part of me for the rest of my life, and it's been such a wonderful opportunity.
When you just look at the future and these amazing students, and knowing that our chamber was able to bring them the resources, the tools, and the people to get to this point is just absolutely inspiring.
Big thank you to Rebecca, and we actually have a celebrity here, one of our stars from the video, Tyler Muse in the back, one of our YEA alums, who was the trade show winner last year, the CEO of Replay My Gear, a great nonprofit. And the last group I want to thank is our YEA Booster Committee. Christine Searle, the chair, is here. Our YEA Booster Committee helps us recruit students, they help us recruit sponsors, they really help us make the program possible. So let's give a thank you to them as well. It is the moment we have all been waiting for. It is time for the funding announcements. Karen Rosales of Arlington Community Federal Credit Union, please tell Discount Essentials how much funding she has been awarded. Okay. Does somebody else have? All right, Tina.
We're awarding $200.
Paw Swap.
Paw Swap, we awarded $800. We are awarding Crypto Corp $200.
Cool Designs.
Need Cool to our friends, $200.
Tata.
Tata gets $200.
Tutor Express.
We're pleased to give Tutor Express $650.
Immersa.
We're pleased to give Immersa $650.
Glam Saram.
We're awarding Glam Saram $200.
Saved Savers, you have been awarded $650. Checkout, you have been awarded $200. Mad Media, you have been awarded $650. Boxed, you have been awarded $200. And last but not least, Soup Smiles, you've been awarded $200. Have a big round of applause for all of our students. Folks might have noted when you add 500 times the number of people, we were a little higher than that in the awards. So we want to say a big thank you to Graham Holdings Company, who kicked in another $1,000 to make those events possible. So at this point, I'd like to invite our third premier partner, Paul Longsworth of Fleur, to come up to the stage and announce our 2018 Saunders Scholar semifinalists and the winners of the prize packages from Arlington Law Group and Searle Business Solutions.
I'm going to start with the legal package that we awarded. So we decided to give that to Checkout, to Darian, since we mentioned and there's a Searle Business Solutions package, and we've decided to give that to Immersa, if you can come down. All right, and last but certainly not least, the Saunders Scholarship semifinalist is Paw Swap.
Congratulations to all of the students. You all knocked it out of the park tonight. Thank you again to all of our premier partners, our university partner, all of our investor panelists. We do have applications and interest forms for the 2019 program at registration. And I know we kept you all late, but I cannot end this without one final biggest thank you of them all to our membership engagement director, Alex Held. Stuff with this program, but Alex is the one working day in and day out with the students and the parents, and the volunteers throughout the entire program. And again, the students might not realize this, but this is just a small portion of his very big job at the Chamber, and we could not do this without somebody incredibly strong in the staff role, and we really appreciate Alex. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. We hope to see you all at the Ballston Bid Farmers Market for the trade show and at the graduation coming up in June as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening.